Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube. Welcome back to another video. We're starting off this Monday morning with a ton of self-care. I just got done with therapy. Now I'm on my way to get my nails done. Later today, I have a bodywork appointment. I'm going to the gym. I'm of course doing work, but a ton of self-care today, and it is very, very much needed. My body's been going through the ringer, which is making my mind go through the ringer, and there's just a ton to update you on, which I will be doing later. My off season is obviously here. We're pretty much done with my reverse, kind of. We gotta run a bit of a health phase first. My hormones are still very down regulated from prep. I feel like all of my body's stress from prep hit me late, and I don't know why, but it hit me late. I'm like over 3 months post show, and just now my cycle started getting irregular. I don't know, bro, but I got my blood work done and it's all making sense because my hormones are very, very down regulated. But we'll talk about everything else of that later. Let's go get these nails fixed. They look gross.
A few moments later.
And here's the nails. I cannot believe I did a dark color. This is crazy. For those of you that know nails, I did Lincoln Park After Dark OPI color, a classic. I only did a dark color because I know I have to get my nails done in 3 weeks, and I had already booked my appointment, so they won't grow too long to the point where they look gross. Again, sometimes I just wait too long to get my nails done. So I figured let's do like a winter fun moment, because the next nails I have to get done will be for a wedding, and I'm going to be getting a light color for that because that's my safe place. It is what it is. But I'll be honest, I ate many hours ago at this point and I'm very hungry. I also want to drink my next coffee. I also have to go pee. So we are gonna get out of here. These Tito shots are not for special occasions. They literally are from my bodybuilding shows. I don't drink. I have my next basically like 2.5 meals made now in front of me. I do this all the time before I go to the gym. Said it before, I live over 30 minutes away from my gym, so I pack a post-workout meal so I can eat it as soon as I'm done with my workout on my way home. This way it saves me digestive time. Now for my pre-workout, obviously I did whey drip. My flavor combo of the day, Pride Foods blueberry muffin cream of rice. This is my favorite flavor, and farm fed strawberry milkshake, also one of my favorite flavors. So we combined them and we did like a little fruity combo. There's raspberries in there. It's amazing. I've had it so many times before. And as you know, you can use code Allie on both Pride Foods and on Accent Sledge. It helps you save some money and it also supports me. Now that's the first meal I made. I am about to eat this while I drink my coffee. Then I pack my post-workout meal in this cooler. This one's kind of strange. In here, I did peanut butter cream of rice. Sounds pretty good, not too bad. Now here's where it gets weird. I put some grilled chicken in there. This is Hummus Fit grilled chicken. New sponsor, by the way. I haven't really promoted it because obviously like I'm still testing out the products. I want it to obviously be authentic, and I want to really know that I love what they offer. I'm not somebody to love pre-made meals, so I just get like bulk chicken, bulk meats sent from them. I love everything so far. I've tried all of their different chickens except for the plain one. I'm trying that today. The other ones that I've tried, so good. I don't even know how chicken that looks like this is actually so juicy. Make it make sense. And then I topped the chicken with the new sauce, peanut sauce. I think it's gonna be really good. Obviously like peanut butter, peanut sauce, chicken, it has to be good, right? We'll try it later. Then my fruit for post-workout is kiwis. I have this every single time after my workout. I've been loving on kiwis lately, all different kinds, green, gold, and red. And then for immediate pre-workout, I always have like 2 dates. That is in place of intra-carbs because I'm supposed to be drinking intra-carbs, but I can't really drink intra-carbs. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to wear my Invisalign, and I need to make sure I wear my Invisalign as much as possible. So I just do the dates right before my workout. Kind of have a similar effect to drinking intra-workout carbs. And that's everything that I pack. I do all of that all at once before I sit down and eat my pre-workout meal. Now that that's all packed, it is time to actually indulge in my whey drip bowl and chill out out for a minute because I've been on the go all freaking morning. What flavor are we gonna go in with? We got green gelatin, apple, or sour citrus back there, or juicy nectar. I honestly think I'm gonna do apple. This is like my favorite flavor that they've ever released. I also love apple flavored things. And of course, 5 grams of creatine. I got glutes today. What do you got?
Arms.
All right. Look at me being the big girl, pull my big girl pants up and driving to the gym. Apple free. So good. Pretty sure it's not in stock either. And I wish that this was a permanent flavor. But of course, another day hitting glutes. Let's go do it.
No matter what you say, what you do, when I'm alone, I'd rather be with you. Forget these other darlings, I'll be right by your side till 2005.
Okay, hold up, wait a minute. All good just a week ago. Crew at my house and we party every weekend. So on the radio, that's my favorite song. Make me bounce around like I don't know, like I won't be here long. Now the thrill is gone, got no patience, cause I'm not a doctor. Go, why is you lying? Girl, why you Mufasa? Yeah, me casa su casa. Gotta strip it like Gaza. Got so high off volcanoes, now the flow is so lava. Yeah, we spit that saliva. iPhone got message from Viber. Either the head is so hydra, or we let bygones be bygones. My God, you pay for your friends. I'll take that as a compliment. Got a house full of homies. Why I feel so the opposite. Incompetent ain't the half of it. Saturdays with young lavish. It's sad it is, I'm bad as it. These they took from the cabinet. Sorry, I'm just scared of the future.
Workout is a wrap. Spraying hypochlorous acid all over my skin because my skin is bad enough and I need to stop breaking out. It's hormonal, but I need to stop breaking out. It is bothering me. Now, the workout was actually really, really good. Something that I've had to do recently is simply scale back on the intensity of my lifts. It sucks, I'll be honest. I'm somebody that loves to train hard. I'm sure so many of you also love to train super, super hard. When you hear that you have to scale back on intensity, it definitely sucks. And there's like a really just shitty feeling of like, oh, like I just want to push super hard because it's my form of therapy, but I can't. And I just want to explain to you that when a coach tells you to scale back on intensity, it comes from a really good place and it comes from a place to help you. For me, in my case, my hormones need recovery post-prep. I thought they were good for like a couple months. Then I realized they're not, because I had a consistent cycle immediately after prep. Then all of a sudden, recently just went to shit. And something I've had to do is scale back on the intensity of my lifts. It sucks. It's what I have to do. I'll be honest, I feel like I can't push hard anyway, because if I were to push hard, my body would simply break. But it's okay. There's phases for everything, and sometimes you just simply have to be and just get the job done, check off the box. Training lately hasn't been the most fun thing for me to do because I can't train super hard, but I do find enjoyment in it simply because I've rooted from trying to be super strong to being very intentional with my lifts. I'm lifting lighter than I was, but with even more intention and really focusing on a solid mind-muscle connection. If you are somebody you cannot train super hard and with intensity, reroute your thinking to being more intentional rather than extra intense and strong. Time to go home. I got body work coming up. Oh, and I owe you guys a taste test of this before I drive away. Chicken, peanut butter cream of rice, and peanut sauce. And it's cold. I mean, I like it. I don't know if you would like it, but I like it. That was pretty dang good. Hungry? Good boy. Good morning, guys. We're back. It's actually 2 days later, not even the next day. I ended up getting body work done and then I just chilled out for the rest of the night. With Thanksgiving coming up, it's been so busy for me this week. Also, YLA Black Friday started yesterday. I honestly just didn't have the mental capacity nor time to vlog anything yesterday and to really like finish up this video and chat about my off-season plans like I had wanted to. And I don't even have time to chat about it right in this moment, so that's coming up. But that's just what has gone on since I last saw you guys. And Dancing with the Stars was last night. Alex didn't win. Pissed. I wanted her to win. But I'm going to start my morning off with my normal morning routine. I've already got myself ready. Getting myself ready first thing in the morning has always been, or has become, I should say, has not always been this way. Something that really helps get me going, I'm not a morning person. I'm always so tired in the morning, but forcing myself to get out of bed and, you know, like as I brush my teeth, because I've always done that first thing in the morning, I started implementing more into that routine. I started washing my face right then and there, and then doing my makeup right then and there, doing my hair, and then I make sure to put on an outfit. I don't stay in my pajamas. That is like kind of rules that I'd set for myself that help me set myself up for success for the day. You know, I just feel so much better when I get myself ready, and that's definitely something that you guys could implement. If you're not a morning person, you struggle with like motivation to get up and go about your day in the morning, especially if it's a non-work day for you. Get up, get yourself ready. You will thank yourself later, even if you have nothing to do. Like, look at what I'm wearing. I'm wearing sweatpants, slippers, a sweatshirt, but at least I got myself ready and I feel clean, fresh, awake, and good about myself. So that's been a super big help to me as of recent. Now I'm gonna eat breakfast. Mucho hambre. I'm of course getting Starbucks. Duh. We gotta go find this boy a suit for a wedding that we have in a month. And we gotta stay perfectly caffeinated for that. Hi, can I get 2 venti cold brews? Can we do light ice in there? And 3 sugar-free vanilla in each? And 3 stevia in each? That would be all.
We'll see you at the window for 1301.
Perfect, thank you. Plain cold brew with sugar-free. Hitting. And I packed my pre-workout meal on the go because we're going right to the gym. If you have busy days, you need to prepare adequately. Otherwise, you're preparing to fail. Just saying. And when you have busy days, that doesn't mean you can't be on plan. Just saying. You have to just do it. Consider me showing you my cutie patootie cat a peace offering because I'm a horrible vlogger and forgot to vlog yesterday. I'm sorry. Okay, while I get ready for my Thanksgiving dinner with Anthony, I figured this is when we need to catch up on all things bodybuilding, what my off season's currently looking like. It's a lot, so let's dive into it. So I kind of prefaced in my last video that my hormones are pretty off and I got my blood work done, all that stuff, they're suppressed essentially. And what we are doing is working on getting them back up to par. And we're doing that through just manipulating diet, training, supplements to get my levels back up to a good spot. And we're gonna retest blood work in 8 weeks. And then after that, we'll kind of see where my off season takes me from there. Probably go into more of a surplus growing phase. I kind of like where I'm at right now in terms of body composition. And I don't know like how hard I really want to push a bulk. I don't think I really want to push hard at all because I'm just very confident in the body composition that I'm in, and I'm just going to be slowly putting on size over time. I'm eating a substantial amount of food, 2,500 calories, so it's not like I'm not eating enough to grow. It's just ultimately going to take time, and I don't really care to try to push things so hard to expedite that. So essentially, we're in a health phase right now, and then we'll kind of see in 8 weeks where we go from there. And if you're curious when I'm competing again, I am not competing again. I'm not even joking until like 2028. I want ample time to grow. I don't want to rush things. There's really nothing to rush. I'm only 25. I'm still young in this sport. And I just know that like I have a lot of my frame to still fill out with muscle and just density, which is just gonna happen over time. So if you're a bodybuilder in your off season, this is your sign. Take a long off season. It's not going to hurt you. And I know that, you know, some people kind of get, I think the word should be like maybe offended when coaches tell them to take a long off season, but truly this sport is a marathon. It is not a sprint. It's about longevity. And obviously if you're doing this sport competitively, you love to compete, but the true heart of this sport is the building part of this sport. Also understand that everybody has their own timeline when it comes to this sport. My timeline is going to look different than yours. Your timeline is going to look different than Betsy Bo. So don't compare your season to somebody else's. Don't compare your phases to somebody else's. If you're like, oh, Allie did an 8-week health phase and everything was fine after that, that's me, right? Like that's not you and that's not your body. Everybody's bodies are going to be different. Some people do 16-week preps, some people do 20, some people do 25-week preps. It's so user dependent, this sport, and ultimately one approach is not going to work best for everybody. That comes to prep, that goes to off season. So just keep that in mind. This sport is very much a slow-paced sport. It is not an instant gratification sport. If you are looking for an instant gratification sport, this is not the sport for you. And I kind of feel it in my heart, and I did after this past season, that yeah, I think my ultimate goal is to become an Olympian. I actually, funny enough, would really like to make it to the Arnold, like really like to make it to the Arnold one day. If you're unaware of the difference between the Olympia and the Arnold is a pro show. However, it is an invite-only pro show, so it's so selective. There's really only like 10 to 12 competitors per division. Unlike the Olympia, there's like 40 plus sometimes. So yes, I would love to be an Olympian, but I really would love to make it to the Arnold one day. I think that would be the coolest thing. And ultimately, I just know where I stand. It's gonna take a lot of time for me to get there. And no, that's not me doubting myself. That's me just being real. I'm not in a rush. I'm trying to build up my personal business, right? Coaching. I want to become a really great coach. I want to just keep furthering myself into the fitness space as best as I possibly can. And with me not competing, it's gonna really allow me to really dive into that and have the time and the energy to do that. But yeah, long off season for me. No, I'm not gonna stop recording. There will always still be vlogs, even though I'm not actively competing. And I'm just gonna take you guys along this long journey with me, because it is going to be one heck of a, what's the opposite of instant gratification? Delayed gratification. Because if I'm going to take this many years off, I know I'm going to look very different next time I get on stage. And then as for the holidays and just kind of like how I handle the holidays, I feel like this is a good topic to touch about because it's Thanksgiving and you guys can apply this to Christmas. Enjoy the holidays. If you are not on prep, ensure you are enjoying the holidays, because it's such a good time of the year where you get to spend it with family, loved ones, and don't be that person at the table unless you're on prep that's packing your foods. It doesn't make you more hardcore. Trust me, you can put it aside for a day and you will still be okay. You don't need to overdo anything the next day. There's no extra cardio that's needed. You can just be and just enjoy a meal. For me personally, the way that I'm approaching it is I'm treating it as a free meal. So today I've tracked my macros like as I normally would on a rest day, which is what today is. And I actually am using up dinner as 2 of my meals on my rest day, because I'll be honest, we're going to a really nice steakhouse and I know it's going to be a bigger dinner, and we're also going to get like a decent amount of dessert, I'll be honest. So I'm not trying to like overdo it. I'm not hungry right now, so I'm not trying to overstuff myself before dinner for one, but also after dinner I'm not going to force myself to have another meal either, because our dinner is at 8:30 p.m. But later tonight, if I'm feeling one more meal, I will probably just have one more meal. And like my point here is, when it comes to the holidays, be intentional, but also set expectations for yourself. I feel like for me, it's best when I don't go into it blind. I feel like that just makes things harder because it leaves me with so much decision paralysis, and then I might end up overdoing it. So I have talked with every single one of my coaching clients, and we kind of just set expectations and intentions for the holidays. So this way you don't go into the holidays with no game plan. You know, you still want to get in your water intake. You want to make sure that maybe you get in some light movement, like a digestive walking, never hurt nobody. So you're feeling really good. And then the other thing is aiming to be only 70% full. I feel like when you aim to be so full from eating, you want to just like do it up because you only get it every so often. That is not the right approach, because that is going to leave you feeling like trash. And I'm sure nobody wants to feel like trash. Sounds good in theory to be full like that, but when you're actually that full, it is not fun. Yes, it's okay for you to enjoy a little bit of dessert. No, it does not have to be a healthy dessert. It could be a regular ass dessert. And I'll be honest, Anthony and I are planning on sampling a good like 3 desserts tonight at dinner, because the place we're going to looks so incredible and they have a whole dessert room, maybe even a little cappuccino. But don't feel the need to restrict yourself from anything, but also don't feel the need to overdo things just because you don't get holiday meals frequently. Everything is okay in moderation. No, you don't have to finish your plate. That's another thing. Bodybuilders tend to always think that they have to finish everything they put on their plate because, yeah, when you are tracking macros or you're on a meal plan, you're just so used to finishing everything on your plate. When it comes to the holidays and going out to eat at restaurants, you don't have to do that. So yeah, when I say Anthony and I are getting 3 desserts tonight, no, we're not finishing 3 desserts. We are biting 3 desserts. Maybe we'll take the leftovers. It's in a city, so we can always bring leftovers to homeless people that are typically outside. You know, that's honestly what we do pretty frequently after we go out to eat. And here is the full outfit for Thanksgiving. It's giving. It's giving. And then brown leather coat on top. I feel good. The only thing is when I eat, my tummy better be big. But anywho, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please make sure to like this video, comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. I love you all. Have a happy holiday. Peace out.